Hi everyone, my name is Shreya and I'm with EyePop.ai. Today I'm so excited to talk about one of our new features, EyePop abilities. So firstly, what exactly is an ability? An ability is a really easy way to solve a computer vision problem by using a prompt and a set configuration. So instead of going through the entire process of model training, we're able to solve this problem incredibly fast. So today we'll be kind of discussing how we can use these EyePop abilities with some really common use cases in industry. So let's say, for example, that we are the owners of a marketplace website where users are uploading hundreds of images to see if they can sell their items on our marketplace. As the owners of this marketplace, we need to make sure that the items uploaded onto our website are of good quality, they have good lighting, and anything else that we want to make sure of. So let's actually go through a couple of examples that we would love to see on our website. We can scroll down here and we can see that, well, this is a great image that we would love to see on our website. The image has great lighting, it includes the image itself and nothing else, and we would love to see this on our website. In contrast, maybe the image below is something that we wouldn't want to see on our website. This is a negative example. We would fail this image because it's not of good quality, the image is blurry, it's poorly lit, there's other things in the image. This is something we would absolutely not allow. So going through one or two of these images can be pretty fast. However, if we have hundreds or thousands of these images, we need a faster way to classify these images as saying, yes, we would want this on our marketplace, or no, we would like to fail this image from our marketplace. Luckily, with EyePop abilities, we're able to automate this entire process and classify these images incredibly fast. So today we'll be discussing how we can do this using the EyePop abilities UI as well as the SDK. Welcome to the EyePop dashboard. In order to create our ability, let's go into the Abilities tab. Next, we'll select on Create Ability. And let me fill in some basic information about what our ability will look like. So I've gone ahead and filled out some basic information about the ability. So the name of the ability, the description, which is explaining what exactly the ability wants to do. And here we have the task type. In this case, we're basically classifying every single image on whether or not it belongs or if it doesn't belong. So passing or failing based off of presentation. So because this is essentially a classify image task, this is what we're selecting. However, we have a variety of different tasks, so feel free to play around with each one of the tasks, but for this situation and this problem, we'll be using the classify image task. Next, we'll go to task configuration. Here, I already have a data set that I have a bunch of images and I have already labeled the images for past presentation and failed presentation. But if you need to, go ahead and select new data set to basically upload your images and label them as well. Next, I'll go to our configuration page. So here is where we add our prompt, our model, and our image size. So I'm going to go ahead and add this information real fast. So here I've replaced the prompt with my larger prompt, which is incredibly clear about the fail criteria as well as the pass criteria. One thing that I would recommend to get high accuracy with our VLM is to be incredibly clear about what you consider to be passing and what you consider to be failing. The more clear you are, the better your accuracy will be. Next, I've selected our model and image size, so all I have to do is simply click Create Ability. And this will take us to our evaluation clip page where I can simply run evaluation. So we're back on the abilities tab, and here we have our final evaluation. We have our performance scores, our recall scores, as well as our precision scores. Each one of these metrics are incredibly important for going back into our prompt and adjusting it to how we would like. So maybe based off of this recall score, I would probably want to go back into our fail presentation class and be a little bit more specific about how I determined this label. So based off of these metrics, we can go back in, fix our prompt, and overall get a better accuracy on our ability. So overall, this is how you create an ability using the EyePop UI. We also have our GitHub and notebook linked below. So if you're curious about how we can use the SDK to solve a problem like this, we have those resources as well. And also, if you have an industry use case that you would like us to try out next time, feel free to put that in the comments below and we will get to it. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video.